Hello, my lovelies. We are back again. This happens to be for a reading for the beginning of the month of February. So I think I'm going to try and hit some zodiac signs this time. Okay. Well, let's see. One more shuffle and then we'll get rolling. Okay. Da-da-da-da. And here we go. So I'm going to start with Aries. So I'm going to. Whoa. Oh my goodness, look at here. We've got some new beginnings. Ace of Discs, perfect timing. We're beginning to get our feet back under us. And this is telling me that there might be some financial increase or at least new opportunities that are showing up for Aries. It is an ace, which means it's a gift. So maybe not so much a struggle, but if you are in the right place at the right time, keep yourself open for it. And Aries, please be kind. Okay. All right. Ta-da. Yeah. And this kind of ties in with it. And it says one thing's going to lead to another. We've got 8 of Discs, which means there's going to be changes on the financial front. So accept what is being revealed to you and take a chance at it. So you might need a little experience from this and a little experience from that to tie everything all together. And then you happen to be in the right place, right time, and money increases. Okay. So remember, this is February 1st through the 7th. All right. Okay. And the last one, this could be a good month for Aries because this is my yes card. So if you're sitting there thinking, well, what if, could I? Yes. Right. The Ace of Swords is always my yes card. It means other things as well, but I just want you to know right off the bat, yes. It also means if you have any kind of legal dealings going on, this is success in terms of that. Fingers crossed, all right? But it's also the card of success through communication. So if we're looking at the 8 of Discs, keep talking about what you need to do, what you want to do. And when people say, well, there's an opportunity here, say yes. Okay, that's pretty good. You got 2 aces. I only had 3 cards. All right, so what comes after Aries? Taurus. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what's up, Taurus. 7 of Worlds. Hang on to your hat because this is telling me there's going to be some changes. But you see that? That's almost like volcanic. So things you're going along doing the normal stuff. Okay, I'm okay. And all of a sudden, bam, bam, bam. And they're going to ask you to act accordingly. So get ready that you may be doing something that's going to be a little demanding of you. It's a breakthrough, but you have to be on top of your game in order to do it. All right. This card's a Shaman of Discs. A lot of stuff going on about maybe money this month, huh? Because you're getting it too. But the Shaman of Discs is somebody who's bringing in money. So they're coming from a distance. This may be somebody you haven't been working with or somebody you don't know yet. Keep your eyes open because he brings with him opportunities. And when I say he, it's because this is like masculine energy. If it's not a man, it's a tough cookie female who's got her act together, right? Might even have a little dash of Scorpio in there, so be mindful. Okay. Watch for that one coming in. Could be really interesting. Oh, and then this is the card pulling the curtain. So this is kind of like saying you've got a surprise in store and we're not going to tell you just yet. Because this is just an extra card that goes in my deck and it's not really included in the tarot numbers. But just know that it's telling me there's a little secret showing up and La Bruja will present it to you and it's like, all the obligation you have is to accept it. This could be pretty interesting. Yay. Okay, Taurus, Gemini. Bear with me because when I start reading, I get my brain backwards and I don't always think logically, but there's the Gemini spot. What do we got, Gemini? Wow, if you're a Gemini male, ideas up the wazoo. Look at all these crystals and stuff. Those are ideas. This is telling me you got a mind like a computer, so you need to start utilizing it. This is the hub. It's the center for all of this activity. And it's like if you stay focused, wonderful things are going to start happening. This is telling me that the inventive side of your brain is going to kick in. So it's not necessarily all the logical stuff, but it's like shot in the dark. Let me try that. And this over here. Einstein was great at that kind of thing. So was Thomas Edison, having the inspiration and then act on it. All right. All right. Three of Wands is telling me that you may not have the information that you need just yet. This could be even a teacher that shows up, but they're more on a lateral side to you, so they're not like way above you. So you may be working with people, and each one of you is learning from the other. Okay. And this is all about utilizing the information that you have. Okay. And let's see, outcome. Yeah, Three of Rods. The thing is, you might have to go a distance to get all the information or the tools or the supplies that you need. So there's going to be different sources for you to draw upon, so just know that. But it does appear that you might have to travel for this aspect of the business, right? So just know that. But Gemini's kind of like that. You're kind of freewheeling, right? What comes after Gemini? Oh, Cancer. All right, let's look over here. Cancer, what do we got? Well, this just fits right in with Cancer. It's all about the emotion, especially if it's a Cancerian female. You want to look for another water sign female for you to work with. This is not just about friendships, but it is also somebody that you're good buddies with, you really feels like a sister, and yet you can work with them, okay? So there's no antagonism or animosity between the two, and it feels like somebody's got your six, okay? They are behind you 100%, and what you saw as a drawback with your emotional reaction to things is actually going to be positive aspect, all right? So know that, and they will recognize it. One of you is very psychic. I've got a nice little spider web, and that's always indicative of the goddess energy. All right, so use it, okay? Looks like there might be a trip coming up. So as soon as this COVID stuff dies down, it looks like the two of you start planning maybe a trip someplace tropical. All right. Time for things to change. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. And it's not bad, so don't worry about it, because so far I've got a good card here, a supportive card, and then I've got the Wheel of Fortune, which means things are turning in your favor. So if you've had a tough year, and who hasn't, this is saying hang in there, because things are going to start evolving. As this revolves, it will evolve, okay? It's a major arcana card too, so know that. Okay, it's on your side. The planets are aligning, and you're going to be in the right place, right time. Last card. Okay, looks like you're just about done with all this whiny, cryy stuff. Okay, no offense, but that's what Cancers are sometimes known for. Okay, they'll cry and carry on, and then they'll go, "Oh, everything's okay." And we're in the whining and crying. We're getting to the part where things are going to be okay. So on the brink. It's almost here. Trust that it's going to happen, because the cards are saying, hang in there. It's changing, all right? Especially if you got a buddy who's going to help you through it. Okay, after Cancer, what do we get? Leo. All right, Leo. Okay, here's my 8 of Dis. Now, haven't we had that before? Yep, we had it back in the Aries. So this might be a fire sign theme that we're going to be kicking around for another month or so. But this is saying, go with the flow, all right? One thing changes leads to another, I'm not seeing major monumental changes, but it looks like an evolution, because this is a infinity sign. These images look like they flow one into the other. So if you can be patient enough for this to happen, allow it, okay? That's the only thing for Leos. It's hard to be patient, especially if you know good things are coming. Yeah, actually, I think there's something that is going to take place this month that's going to have legs. It's going to have far-reaching repercussions. But it feels like it's a good thing, right? And it is in a developmental stage this month. Okay. It's not the only thing, but it's something big coming. And it's like rings in a tree, so it's like it might even take several years for it to come to full fruition. But it's just hanging there. Change is coming, right? That card right there is like, be the fool. And that doesn't mean you're doing horrible things, but what it means is take a chance at something you haven't been feeling strong enough to do. Know that if you take a leap of faith, God protects fools and babies, or the universe protects fools and babies, what you believe in. And it's saying that you can make mistakes and still recover nicely. So don't beat yourself up about it. It's like, okay, learned a lesson with that one. Next, right? That can even be in a relationship. So maybe you see something that like, ooh, yummy, shows up and you're like, let me take a shot at that. And after a while, you're like, oh, wait, they watch cartoons on Saturday morning. Not my style, right? But who knows? They might be fun for a Friday night. Okay, here we go. 9 of Pentacles. Money's coming, but it's earned money. So it's not like somebody drops it off on your doorstep and there you go. But this is like, there might be a little chance for you to make some money and they say, hey, you did that. I can pay you bigger bucks. Come do this with me. This feels like as things start opening up, there's going to be a venue or an event that you're going to be able to participate in, and there's big money behind it. And you look like the star while you're doing it. Is that not perfect for a Leo? All right, stay open. It's coming too. 9 of Pentacles is almost here. So just see yourself in that role. And I also see you with a special costume or an outfit or something on. So just know that that is coming. Right. That's part of it. Okay, then we have Virgo. Okay, Virgos, let's have a look at you. New opportunities here. This has to do with spirituality as well as creativity. So just know that. There's energy behind it, and it is an ace. So it's a gift. It's something you may not have done before, and you're finally reaching out to take an opportunity at it. I like that it's an ace, and it feels like it's fun. It's full of excitement and stuff. And, you know, people always think Virgos are so staid and so tried and true and all that stuff. Well, they don't know that there's a crazy side to Virgo, especially for Virgo males. And that's what I see. This could be a fun thing that's going to happen. I'm also seeing a little dash of Palm Springs there. So I don't know if there's something wonderful going on in Palm Springs that one of my Virgo friends needs to go see. All right. Oh, talking about wild and crazy guys. Here we got it. Son of Wands. So Virgos, look for someone coming in who's a catalyst for you. So they're going to drag you out of that little space where you've been hiding for about the last God knows how long, right? Poor little Virgo. And they're like, let's go play. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. And they have a free side of their personality that is reflected in you. So it gives you a chance to break free from all this 4-year crap that we've been going through and everybody's languishing over, okay? So fire sign would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Sometimes it's like a parent relationship between fire sign and Virgo, so just know that it brings out the best in you, actually, so not to worry. And this is telling me that there's going to be money news, financial news. You get to decide what you want to do with it, but there's going to be news or information brought to you this month. Okay, what do we got? Libra. Ooh, Ace of Crystals. Libra, you need to be writing. Yeah, I'm listening. You need to be writing. This is telling me there's a document within you that is yet to come to fruition. I also want to encourage you to be very specific with your documents. So if you're buying a house or buying a car, make sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, because this looks like a T that's minus its cross and whatever. You don't want to shortchange yourself. So be very particular, Libra, which you can be, I know. And then you get a big yes that goes with it. This is not the first time it showed up. It also showed up for Aries, which is your zodiac opposite. And that's my big yes card. It's a victory card too. So if you're doing something that you think you're taking a chance at, good card to get. It's a gift, right? All right, what's next? Okay. Now, honestly, with this ace card and then this card, this is telling me if you're giving birth to something this month, you're going to be surrounded by people that are supportive. This is like giving birth, literally, okay? Because that's what this figure is doing. So don't worry. But just know that these people are there and are waiting to help you. What you need help with, what part of it you need help with. Ask. Let people support you. There's a couple of good people here that are just waiting for you to say something. They're standing by. They're not going anywhere. So let's get busy, because this is the 10 of this, and it means that we could have a complete sum of money that is a result of this activity, okay? And lots of people standing there, and they're all different people, so it's not like you're calling on the same 2 or 3 friends all the time. Yeah, like it. Okay, good card for that. And the last thing, 2 of Swords, you're at a crossroads, and in true Libra fashion, you're going, well, should I do this? Well, maybe I ought to do that. Okay, know that the choice is yours. Okay, just make one. This is not saying, oh God, don't do that. Because where the swords are, there's actually relatively calm water. There's a little ripple over here, but nothing over there. So it's like, so if you got good and better, what's the deal? Okay, make up your mind. Ask your friends to help you. Tell them you don't have all the information. And there's a couple of them that are real good at finding stuff on the internet, so let them. Okay, Scorpio, here we come. Ta-da. Oops. Ta-da. Scorpio, this is telling me that you need to find a nest and start nurturing yourself. Now, think too that this can sometimes have to do with your ascendant sign, especially if you're a female. Sometimes females are more true to their ascendant and males are more true to the sun sign. So, but this looks like a little house. Okay, so keep your eyes open. There could be like a little craftsman style house or something that's out there. But it looks to me like it's a 3-bedroom and it's a nest. So it's something you feel comfortable in. And you may have lived in a place like that in the past. And here it comes back. So you get nurtured, right? Scorpio. Scorpios hate to be coddled, but then they're mad when you don't pay attention to them. So this card is saying, find a little place where you feel, oh, that's funny. I just saw a raccoon. So that looks to me like it's on the periphery of a city. So if it's like San Bernardino, maybe it's just before you get to Highland, or maybe it's the edge of Redlands or something. So, but it just looked like it was an indication where that home might be. Okay, Son of Swords. This looks to me like you're getting assistance from probably an air sign male. Okay, this is telling me that they do have a strong ego about them, so they have a reputation to protect. It feels like it's real estate, and this looks like they've showed you, they've shown you, they've shown you, and it's like, no, 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 no. Maybe it's the Libra that's looking for the house here, right? And but trust that this is the person who's going to be able to find that treasure. Just keep at it, okay? Even if they seem like they're disappointed, they'll take a rest, and then they'll be back with a vengeance, okay? So here they go. And the last card for Scorpio, the Magician, of course. And you should hold out for the best, because the Magician is going to manifest what they've got in here, okay? If you can imagine it here, it exists. And so stick with this air sign guy, and it looks to me like this is the strongest card in the deck. It looks like you're able to find it and make it real. Okay, Scorpio, what happens after Scorpio? Here we go with our Sagittarius. Well, I don't know what you're doing, my friend, but this sure looks to me like you're making a lot of money spinning straw into gold. How about that? This too may have to do with some real estate, okay? Well, there's 2 parts to it. There's this part up here, and then there's this part down here. This is unimproved real estate. So if you have fallen in love with a little piece of property, has a fence and has like a stand of trees on it. I don't see anything else on it, but know that it's on a money card. Well, you may want to buy it, and then in 5 years, you might be in a situation where you can build a house on it. Okay, so that's going to bring some improvement. But it's got a little squirrel there, which means that you're like tucking your money away in it. Okay, it's an opportunity for you to squirrel away money that is going to increase itself by the mere fact that it's real estate. Okay, which has not always worked, but it looks like in this case it will. Right, and these are little bits of money adding up to bigger bits of money, adding up to more money, to more money, to more money. So one of you Sagittarians is doing a very wise thing with investment. Okay, so this is good, especially if you think you might want to buy a piece of property with investments. Start now, start little, keep going. Okay, this is telling me that follow those dreams, those ideas, because this is somebody, it's a It's a water sign, which means they're locked into their emotions. They're also wearing a mask, which means they're not revealing everything that they're doing. But it's almost like they're creating a stew of ideas. It's like if I do this, and then later I'll do that. And what they're doing is they're creating something wonderful and something very satisfying, okay? So know that, whether it's on an emotional level, it could be a financial level too, because we were talking about this money card. But just know that it is essential for you to follow your dreams at this time. You don't have to tell everybody else. As a matter of fact, you might want to keep your mouth shut from some people because they'll go, I should do that, not you. What are you talking about? Okay? So just keep moving forward. At the right time, you can reveal it. Yeah, Nine of Rods. This is telling me you're working moderately towards your goal. You will get there, or you'll get within 10% of what you need. So you want to buy a house that's $550,000, and you've only managed to get $500,000. This card is saying, I don't want you to worry about it because something's going to manifest itself. We're going to be able to draw in that last little bit, but keep working moderately towards your goal. Okay. All right. Because 9 means you're almost there. Sag comes Capricorn. Here we go. Now, this is one of my favorite decks for Capricorn because it actually shows what Capricorns like to do. And that is if they have good luck, they want to share it with somebody. They want to buy beautiful things and buy them for other people and yada, yada, yada. They never get that credit. They usually get the credit that they're cheap. Not always true. Okay. But they're usually good business people. Okay. And so they don't waste their money. They use it appropriately. Right. So this is what we're talking about for Capricorn. And this is saying that it looks like you're social and you're talking with people and you're agreeing and it's like, this is the truth. That's not the truth. And in the back of your mind, you're like, I'm saving that information for later. That's what I needed to know. And you don't go, oh, good, thanks. They're not effervescent, effusive, all of that. It's like taking the truth. All this blue stuff is finding the truth of things and putting them all together like in a dossier. Okay, very calculated, and yet they're doing it because it pleases them and because it's the truth and it's good for people. Okay, so this is coming up. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it is Wands. So it says have the courage to act on it when it appears. It's like holding a cross in front of you, being guided by your inner light, and it's coming. Okay, yeah. And here's where you're putting all the money together. For Capricorns, money is fun. Okay, it's like a game. So if you're playing a game with some money, it's like money here, money there, money here, money there. It's going to work because this is really good. You're just sitting down there and it's like, I'm going to put some money over here. And wow, I got a great return. Now let me put part of it over here. And this card is saying you do it so well, don't let other people distract you from what you think is the truth. Okay, cool. All right. And you're discovering something. This is my Hermit card, for one thing, which means there'll be Virgo coming in that has a lot of influence in this next month or so. But what it also means is look to the future here. You're learning things that you're going to use later. So it's almost like baby Harry Potter sort of idea. Gathering up your tools in the dark, going to the library in the middle of the night and looking at books that are forbidden to you. All of that kind of stuff because you are following a guiding light that other people don't understand. So you may want to explain to them, but if they don't get it, leave them be. If they're in your road, if they're in your lane, go around them and keep going. They'll see the error of their ways after they see your dust. Okay, so Capricorns, you're doing good, even if you have to do it alone. Okay, what's after Capricorn? We get Aquarius. Nah? Okay, Aquarius, let's see. Well, this is really true of Aquarians anyway. I always feel like Aquarians have like this noble center. It doesn't matter what's happening on the outside. They know the difference between right and wrong, just intrinsically. They're born that way. But what they do is they are able to take the esoteric and turn it into the commonplace so that people can understand it. And that's what this kind of is. It's like taking something that's very spiritual, that has been a backbone idea for you, and sharing it with others so that they can see the light and they can follow their own path of righteousness. Okay, so it's a little bit of guidance without manipulation. Yeah. This tells me too, though, there might be an opportunity for you to learn like an apprenticeship of sorts. Okay. If you're drawn into that sort of situation, it also appears as though you find a way to do it more efficiently than the people that are teaching you how to do it. But it could be the beginning of elevation of you in that career. Okay, so you might start out here as a beginner and rapidly be progressing to the top of your game. Okay, because it looks to me like you know how to cut to the chase without destroying any quality. Okay, opportunity, you just have to be brave enough to voice it. Okay, and last for my Aquarian friends. Okay, this is a card that tells me you are so much into righteousness that many times your feelings or your understanding is challenged and your feelings are hurt. This can be suffering at the hands of another. Okay, so know that it's also saying that you're not wrong. So no matter if you respected their opinion and they criticized you wrongly, it's kind of like hold to your own and progress as normal. Okay, and this little card is going to be a little hard to get over, but it's going to lead you to a new path. Okay, because this looks to me like there's a couple other people that have suffered like you have, and it might be that the three of you kind of bond together and you find something that is a solution to it, or you also find that there's another place for you to go. So you might find someone who's already left your place of business and they'll say, well, come work for us because we don't have those kind of stipulations. Okay, so that's hard because you're so much into right and wrong. Okay, you don't blur the lines. No matter what Robin Thicke says, there are no blurred lines here. Okay, so what do we have after that is our final one, which is Pisces. Okay, Pisces. This is definitely Pisces anyway. It's two parts of personality. This is the tried and true. It's like you can count on me. I wear a 3-piece suit and I work 40 hours a week and blah, 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 blah. And then this side is I'm a wild man. I'll do anything. I'll sing in the middle of a restaurant if it's your birthday. And it's just kind of wonderful things. Know that the blending of your personality sides is going to be very endearing to somebody that's coming into your life. Okay, so this might be somebody new to love, at least somebody new to embrace. Okay, this little card is your intuition is going full blast at this time. It's almost as if you're getting visions, and I want you to give them some credibility. Okay, so I would strongly encourage any Piscean people at this time to start writing down their journal their dreams or whatever they may have, like impressions, and you need to keep it in a journal of sorts so that you can refer back to it, because this is telling me you're going to have insight into something that's like a little lightning bolt. Okay, so your psychic ability is opening full blast. I see the Corn Mother on here too, so you might want to look her up and see what kind of influence she's going to have, or what kind of influence she does have, so you'll recognize it when it appears. All right, and then the final card is my little Fool card. So now we got another person here. Maybe you have to find that other person that's got the Fool card. Who was that? Way back there. But it's like, enjoy yourself. It's been a long time coming, and you've been sad. You've had a lot of things happen. You're an empath, and you're emotionally been attacked for God knows how long by a lot of the things that are happening in the world. And empathically, you've been picking it up. This little card says you can let go of some of that stuff now. Okay, so if you're suffering from PTSD, who not? This card is saying take some time to enjoy yourself. Okay, so if you're feeling the pressure, do something silly. Do something childlike, not childish, but childlike. So if you're broke and you want to go out and have some fun, maybe you have to go to the park and swing for a half hour or something. Figure out what this fool child can mean to you. God protects fools and babies, and I don't know which one you are. Maybe in this case you could be both, right? All right, major arcana, so don't throw it away. It's a fun opportunity, appreciate it. I do see a rose on here that is called sterling silver. It's the name of the color, and it's a really old rose. It is one of the most fragrant, so it's a tea rose. But it showed up here, and so I want you to know that you're a rare bloom. Okay, so if you've been feeling ordinary and regular, that card wants you to know you're not. You're unique and very difficult to replicate. So just know that. All righty. Okay, now you have to like and subscribe, and we'll continue with this on our next week's Crusader Rabbit endeavor. All right. Take good care of yourselves. Be safe. Be healthy. Love you lots. Bye.